Hotapu everyone. Today I wish to bring to the fore a conversation about how Africans meditate. For most people, when you hear the word meditation, you think of a very somewhat Western or Eastern view of that word, where you go into lotus pose, or you light a candle, or you sit and focus your mind quietly by your lonesome. It's a very solitary, very individualistic, disconnected idea. This is very much anathema to the African understanding of meditation. African meditation is more like the scene you see here. It's a group phenomenon. We view meditation as what happens during festivals to the gods, what happens during our celebrations in our calendars. Because during those festivals, Africans, black people, like to go into meditation with their bodies, with the drum, with full body engagement, where the body, the mind, the spirit, the soul, they're all engaged in the act of reverence. And this happens most easily in groups. So the African way of meditating is not this solitary way, this cut off, segregated way of focusing your mind within, going within, all by yourself. That is very weird to Africans. In this scene here, you see just a, there are probably thousands of people lining the sides of this procession, and there's incense burning here, and drummers here, and there's a horn player here, and horses, and the beautiful priestesses, the pharaoh, the king. This kind of group festival energy is designed to be a bowl that captures a thought current, an idea. In this case, the idea of Amun, of the hidden intelligence of the universe. And through the combination of incense and color and spectacle and glamour and jewelry and gold and drum and music, through all these forces, it creates a mass meditation state. There are dancers, you're clapping, you're ovulating, you're screaming. This puts you in a trance state. This is how the Africans meditate. Now, those in high position, like these priestesses or priests, as a group, I'm sure meditated as a group. These are called the wives of Amun here, on the procession, on the words of Amun, on the oracle of Amun, on the stars for this day where the festival had to be made manifest. But this idea of sitting by yourself with a little candle is so strange to the African way that wants to move and groove and let body, mind, and soul all be part of the meditation. Not this stiff sitting thing that's done in the West and in many Eastern cultures like Buddhism and in many yoga traditions. You meditate by sitting quietly and still. This is, to us, a very weak way of meditating. It has its virtues, but it's not African. Not really. And even when Africans meditate in a way similar to that, it's more through a dream state. When you're sleeping and dreaming, you get information from the ancestors. Again, it's communing with your ancestors. So let's look at a word in ancient Rinkam or Egyptian for meditate. Here it is. This is Budge's Dictionary of Hieroglyphs, page 782, column B here. The word kat or kaut. It means a thought or meditation. But let's look at the word more carefully. Let's break it down in terms of its letters. Each letter is a whole idea. So this is a bowl here. This letter K, is a bowl for holding seeds. We have a vulture. We have this little half hemisphere, this loaf, which is the letter T. And then the silent image of a person pointing to their mouth. No, not to their head. You think meditation is about going into your head, right? But it shows a person pointing to his mouth. This is very important. So this K letter is a bowl for gathering seeds. So it's code for to collect, to gather a collected mass, a collected body of something. This vulture is code for to become. This letter T means mass, matter, or manifestation, physical manifestation. So we put together, we have a collection, in this case, of people of one thought coming together to create a manifestation through their mouths, through their voices, their singing, their praise. So we see the word for meditation as a collective, a collection of people. All these people, all these seeds in one bowl or one festival theme, coming together to manifest that principle, in this case of Amun, to manifest the principles of Amun on a mass level scale. We see traces of African meditation module even in the black churches, where you'll notice that when black people gather, they go into group mass meditation. They begin to get hit by the spirit. Their bodies begin moving. They jump and they raise their arms to the hymnal. Even the ministers of that tradition begin speaking in a sing-song kind of voice to throw you in, the whole group, into meditation. Now, even though the Christian way is very anemic, it is a grossly watered down version of the African science of collective meditation. But it shows, even in that system, you can take the African out of Africa, but you clearly cannot take Africa out of the African. We keep acting like Africans. So, I wanted to make clear how we want you to start meditating. Now, I have recently come to the culmination of decoding the Kemetic calendars and their festivals as written in the ancient texts and on the walls. And I have decoded how to convert the corrupted Gregorian and Julian calendar dates to the old Egyptian dates. I had to do a lot of astronomy work to make sure the dates match in our calendar from what the Kemetic calendar really was referring to. And the code has been broken. What this means is that I will soon be gearing up now to present festivals or collective meditations, where instead of you meditating to Het Heru all by yourself with a little candle, a little incense of hers, the group comes together. We all do it as a collected body. And our collected prayers and our collected energy and our collected ecstasy for the divine triggers each other to mass levels exponentially. And this way, you don't have to sit around meditating on your navel or on your third eye all by itself. And I'll soon be having, for the chakra class people, meditations we can do as a group, meditations we do as a collective. So I'm gearing up for this. I'm preparing it. It takes a while to organize these things logistically. But I just wanted to give you a taste that Africans should meditate African style. We don't do terribly well with that rather Buddhist, yoga, solitary approach. We are a more communal experience of the divine, a more social experience of the divine. And you will all find it's much easier to go into meditation when you're in a room with hundreds to thousands of people with you, having the same thought, the same intent, and the same desire. So, if you wish to learn more about this, you can join the chakra classes from the link below. Stay tuned for when we have our festivals coming up for all of you to come to participate in, and to enjoy together as one communal family. Dwawend Hotepu.